It's late 1940s America, the exact year very few people can agree on. Everyday citizens pile into the theaters to escape the cold and musty urban streets. They stare at the silver screen intently and find characters not unlike themselves staring back. Film noir, this gritty, smoky, almost cynical style, is unlike anything ever produced by Hollywood. It's not as brightly lit or as bubbly in execution, rather it's gloomy and somber. It reflects the Americans who watch it with curiosity, displaying a world ravaged by war and portrays the pains of the working class as they struggle to make it through these times. Those with an eye for visuals will find obvious inspiration from German Expressionism and its striking cinematography, but those with an analytical mind when it comes to writing will find themes from a style that is much more recent. 1943, Italy. Luchino Visconti has made his directorial debut with Ossessione, a moody crime drama that centers on drifter Gino and young diner worker Giovanna as they plot to murder her husband, a plot that would eventually turn them down a path of betrayal and death. This film would become an integral piece of Italian cinematic history, being banned by the Mussolini regime and, allegedly, kicking off a new style for Italian cinema: Neorealism. Italian neorealism, said to have officially started in 1945, was a hallmark of cultural and societal change for the citizens of Italy. Stories centered around contemporary problems and experiences through the lens of the working-class Italian people of the 1940s. Any noir enthusiast can draw the parallels between the two pretty quickly, but we're not here to do that. Instead, we're asking a different question. Why did these films draw in creators and audiences alike? The 1930s, 40s, and 50s, both in Italy and in America, were rough times. In America, citizens had just witnessed the greatest economic collapse in history, and even though the Depression ended, many members of the working class were still barely scraping by. In Italy, many were suffering under the fascist regime. They were economically depraved, confined, imprisoned, and in some cases, physically assaulted or discriminated against. Both countries were living through war and political unrest, and both were leaving the decade with a feeling of mistrust, mainly directed at those in power. While both differ in stylistic approach, with noir borrowing from German Expressionism and some good old-fashioned Hollywood magic when it comes to its staging and cinematography, and neorealism going for a less flashy approach with a more open mise-en-scène and on-location shooting, where they both connect is with their themes. Beneath the tough and grizzled exterior is a cry for mercy, for rights, for justice, and a stand against those who tried to take it away.